embarking on a big journey right now. I'm heading down to Las Vegas right now because I'm getting on a plane and going to Missouri, Union, Missouri, to go meet up with the Mad Junker. We are gonna do some junky junk with my 1972 Westfalia Volkswagen camper bus. We're gonna turn it into a beast. I got the camper, I got the Baja set up as a camper right now, and it's got a bed platform here on the side and some battery pack in the back, a solar power station. Oh wow, a lot of water. I don't want to get muddy. I'm just gonna crawl through this. I have a feeling I'm gonna encounter a lot of this mud. Oh boy, this is gonna be a muddy drive. Hey Siri, tell Ellie it's a muddy mess coming out of here. So you send it. It felt so good to get off of that muddy road and onto pavement, and the car just smoothed out so nicely and felt like a real, like, regular car. That being said, there's a lot of things that need to be finished on this car. It's not a luxurious ride in any way. It's still an old, crusty 67 Baja Bug. So it's just a tin can with a Honda motor on it now. There are just a lot of little things that I have to take care of with this car. In the windshield, every once in a while, you'll be able to see the reflection of my hands. And on my hands are insulated cold weather gloves because the dashboard has holes all in it and it blows cold air directly on your hands the entire time. So that's a bit uncomfortable. Another thing is underneath the dashboard, there used to be a stock fuse box. And when they turned it into a Baja, they ripped that fuse box out and it left a big open hole. So that also blows cold air on your legs. So there's a lot of little things I got to adjust with this car. And I was just racing to get to Vegas in time for sunset. You see that sun is really low in the sky, and I was just trying to get to Vegas before sundown because maybe all of my lights aren't working exactly properly 100% on the Bug either. So that's another thing I need to fix, is get all of the systems for the entire car to make it fully 100% street legal. It's not quite there yet. I've made it all the way down to Las Vegas. It was a 4-hour trip in the Baja Bug with the Honda K24 motor, and I made it. Everything was fine. I put in 6 gallons of gas. I'm not sure what kind of gas mileage I got, but I think it's pretty good. I think it's at least 20 miles per gallon, maybe over. But it did great. This thing has so much power. Any kind of incline, going up a mountain, whatever, it doesn't phase this car a single bit. I can haul ass up the mountains doing 80 miles an hour, and it's like it's not even going uphill at all. It's wild. You could never do that in a stock Volkswagen air-cooled 1600 dual port motor. You could just not do that. They don't work that way. So that was one of the major reasons that I wanted to do this swap, because I do a lot of traveling and I want to be able to go up mountains and be at different altitudes and it not affect the engine at all. So with the ECU, fuel injection, you don't have to tune carburetors. You don't have to do any of that stuff. It runs good all the time, whatever the situation is. And it just auto adjusts for it. I came down here to Vegas because I am flying to Missouri tomorrow. And the reason I'm flying to Missouri is that is where my 1972 Westfalia Volkswagen camper bus is at right now. It's with Mad Junker in Missouri, and me and him are going to start doing another Volkswagen project in Missouri starting tomorrow. So I drove the bug down here to Vegas to hop on a plane to fly to Missouri, and then in Missouri I'm going to rent a U-Haul van that I'm going to stealth camp in, and I'm going to be working on the Volkswagen bus project. Now, so this car has a Honda in it. The Volkswagen bus, it's going to be getting a Subaru, an EJ20X. It's a turbocharged 4-cylinder boxer engine that's going into the Subaru, into the Volkswagen bus. And we're doing a motor swap on that one too. So we're going to have a Honda Bug with a Honda and a Volkswagen bus with a Subaru in it. Parts have been arriving at Mad Junker's place. He's got the JDM EJ20X motor already. The Kennedy adapter plate, clutch, and starter has arrived. And we're also getting a cross member and a throttle body reverser from Busaru. Busaru has been on YouTube for a long time doing Subaru swaps on Volkswagen buses. So we're taking his advice and doing a lot of the stuff that he says to do. And he makes some awesome parts. So if you need parts for a Volkswagen swap, Subaru swap in a Volkswagen, check out Busaru. I'll link them in the description of this video below. Just to show you around the camper a little bit, we got a power station over here. That's what's powering my electric blanket and lights and the charging needs I have for my phone and whatever else. Like I said, I am on the passenger side. So down here at my feet is the wheel well, and under the dashboard go my feet, and then over here is where I am, and the Honda motor is right back there cutting through the firewall. So there's a little bit of air coming through there, but luckily it's not super cold, so it's okay. I can handle it. I've done crazier things in the past. We're inside of the bug right now, and I'm spending my first night in the camper, in the bug camper. I'm laying in the bed platform on the passenger side. Got my little pillow here set up, and it's cozy. It feels good. So I'm stoked about it. I think it's comfortable enough. It's not luxurious like the Breadtrucker, but it totally works for what I need. And my idea was just to make it like a little tiny camper inside of here, so I could do overnights and stealth camp and whatever. One thing I do need to do, obviously, is cover these windows. I need to make window coverings for everything. But tonight, I'm spending the night in the bug in Vegas, and we'll see how it goes. Another thing I really need to do is that I had to clearance for the motor. So the the metal over here, it's cut out where the motor pokes through the car. So there's a bit of a breeze blowing through. Fortunately, it's not very cold here in Vegas, and I'm totally prepared. I have a blanket, and I have another blanket down here. Down here, I have my, let me see. I have an electric blanket. If you guys don't have an electric blanket in your car camping, they take a very little amount of power, and they can really keep you warm in bed. I highly recommend them. Ellie loves them. She can't do without her electric blanket. So I brought one with me, and I feel totally warm and happy, and I'm snug as a bug in a bug. That's Ellie's joke. Okay, so I'm going to get all tucked in here, and I'm going to go to sleep. I'll see you guys in the morning. It is the morning, and I woke up at about 4:30 or 5 a.m., something like that. But I had a great night's sleep. I feel excellent. I feel rested. I went to bed pretty early. I was in bed by like 9:30 or something like that. But I think it was a huge success. I loved it. I think, you know, it wasn't the most comfortable thing. I'm used to a big bread truck with a queen size bed and a diesel heater and all that, but I loved it. I thought it was just fine. The one problem that I did have is that I woke up in the middle of the night and this door was actually open. I must have like kicked this door release or something. Maybe I didn't close it all the way when I went to sleep, but the door was like open a little bit. So that's a problem that I'm going to need to figure out in the future and not have that happen. You definitely don't want that when you're car camping, having the door open. But I'm in a safe little neighborhood, just parked on the street in a little suburban area. And, you know, there's people all over the place. There's cars and houses and all that. I'm in a safe little neighborhood in Vegas, if there is such a thing. But I'm going to get out of here. I got to get on a plane today at 3:15, so I'm going to go grab some breakfast, go brush my teeth, and, you know, just bum around Vegas for a couple hours until I got to get on the plane. I'm going to be leaving the car with a friend, Paulie Walnuts, a longtime viewer of the channel and a friend of mine. He's helped me out with the bread truck in the past. He's having me store my car here. He says it's safer than the Vegas airport. So thanks, Paulie Walnuts. I'm going to be getting on a plane here in about 7 or 8 hours, something like that. So I don't know. I'm going to go find a Vegas buffet breakfast or something and have some breakfast. Brush my teeth, get all ready. I got the solar panels on the roof, starting to charge the battery because the sun's up, and it was a great success. Everything's going good. We'll see you guys when I'm in Missouri.